Today's the kind of day you should be doing Tai Chi outside, just to let you know. So thank you. You had a blood draw this morning? Oh, okay. Pardon me? Okay. I got you. All right. Right hand, fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship, tucking in the thumb, staying humble. Fist into the palm. Welcome. Good to see everyone. All right. Nobody behind, only one person behind you. All right. So, got the mic on. I got that on. What am I missing? Oh, I know I was missing something. Usually that's up here. There we go. All right. Yeah, definitely want to hydrate. All right, we're going to start with some deep breathing, breathing from the belly. All right, let's begin. Inhale the hands up and exhale, relax the hands down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pause for just a second. Make sure in that Wuji position you put a nice gentle bend in your knees, all right? That exercises your leg muscles and helps us keep better balance, all right? So a nice gentle bend in those knees, all right? Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale the hands down. Probably be best to have you sit. There's some chairs there, and there. Probably be a good spot to sit. All right. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time to the side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next, we're going to give a big hug. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling the arms open. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling as you float the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. No, that's just me. I'm just trying to position myself so she can see me also. Everybody else can see me. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that one more time. We take a big, deep belly breath in, and then a long, slow breath out. Beautiful. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Left up, right down. Exhale. Keep looking straight ahead. Inhale to the heart. Right hand up, left hand down. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep the body straight. Keep the head straight. Good straight posture. Inhale and exhale. Keep that awesome posture. Keep that head lifted by that silk thread. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Keep standing up nice and straight and tall. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And finally, my favorite, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Imagine you're pushing a beach ball underwater. Very nice. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And there you go. That's our deep breathing exercise. Everybody good so far? You guys done Tai Chi before? You have? You? Okay. Awesome. How long have you just done a few lessons or? Oh, you haven't done it at all? You have. Okay. You were here like 3 weeks ago or a month ago. Was it? Okay. I'm sorry. Hmm. Lucky you. All right. So just relax, have fun, right? So my name's Craig, by the way. Pardon me? Amber, Lori. All right. Thank you. So we are going to do some warm-up exercises. Make sure you're standing in the Wuji position, feet shoulder, hip distance apart. Nice, gentle bend to the knees. This activates the leg muscles, helps get our legs stronger. Tucking in the pelvis, heads lifted by the silk thread. So I have the good straight body posture in this direction, also the good straight body posture in this direction. Okay? Um, Try and stand this way as much as you're able to. It really helps build those leg muscles, which helps stabilize our knees, stabilize our hips, even helps stabilize our ankle. Okay? So we're going to start with the chin tuck. So these are warm-up exercises: neck, shoulders, lower spine, hips, knees, ankles. All right? Starting with the chin tuck. So we float the hands up, shoulder height. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. Again, we float the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin to the chest. One more time, floating the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, keep looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. Beautiful. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. I'm going to mirror you. As we turn our head to the side, try and keep your head straight. So you're not leaning to the side, but you're rotating to the side. All right? Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball right, hands on top. Remember, if you want to exercise and smile, it's okay. All right? Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And then we come back to center. Now the left hand is on top. Watching the right hand going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right hand. And we come back to center. Now the left hand is on top. Watching the right hand going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. One more time. Right hand's on top. Right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And we come back to center. Left hand is on top. And right hand, right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. Come back to center, back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Very nice. Forward shoulder circles. Keep the waist still so I'm not bending forward and backwards from the waist, all right? Shoulders back, then up, then forward and down. Nice. Back, up, forward, and down. Good job. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep that head lifted by the silk thread. Back, up, forward, and down. Good job. Now reverse. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Try and keep your arms down by the sides. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, then up. Try and keep the arms at the sides, back, and down. Awesome. One thing I do with that exercise that helps me is I use that tactical feel on my hands. So as I bring the hands forward, I feel my hands on the front of my pants or my slacks. And as I move to the side, my hands are on the side of the slacks, back of the slacks, and then down. So I have kind of that tactical feel. So I'm not doing this type of motion. I keep those hands down. Okay? So sometimes that helps with that. Second shoulder exercise, gathering chi, what the Chinese call reaching for infinity. Hello, Mr. Fly. Imagine someone is very gently pulling on your wrist and opening, expanding the body. This can sometimes help with the rigidity you feel sometimes with Parkinson's, okay? Gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Nice and slow. Good job. Nice. Gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. One more time, gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Beautiful. There you go. That's our neck and shoulder exercise. On to the lower spine. So, last shoulder exercise, we're opening up our body horizontally. Now we're going to open up our body vertically. Imagine that someone is gently lifting your head towards the ceiling. This is going to help you with your posture, also helps with the lower back. Okay? So, from the prayer hand position, left hand up, right hand down, gently floating the head towards the ceiling. And then we come back to center. Keep looking straight ahead. Right hand up, left hand down, stretching the spine. And coming back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, gently stretching the spine. Keep that body nice and straight. Back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. Good job. And back to center. One more time. Left up, right down, stretching the spine. And coming back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And we come back to center, back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Awesome. Next, lower spine exercise. We're going to keep our hips square to the front. I'm turning my navel from the left side to the right side without moving the hips. All right. It helps my wife to think as she's turning to the left that someone is very gently pushing back on the right hip. And that helps her to make sure she doesn't do this when she turns, because so many people try and do this. All right. All right. You guys excited? Woohoo. All right. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Nice gentle turn. Keep the hips square to the front. Turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and then gently turn to the right. Stay on the right side, turning the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. Stay on the left side as you turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. Tell you what, let's turn the ball over, come back to center for a moment, relax the hands down. So, one of the things that we can work on with this exercise, um, we try and keep this imaginary ball lined up with our navel. All right. So, as I turn to the left, when the navel stops turning, the ball stops turning. And actually, you can take that lower hand and it's right by the navel, right? And when I turn to the right, same way. Navel stops turning, body stops turning, not moving the hips. And that lower hand is right by the navel. So I'm not doing this where now the lower hand is at my rib cage, right? I'm not turning myself into a pretzel or anything. It's just a nice, gentle turn. All right? Try and keep the stress out of our lives, right? Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. Keep the ball and the navel lined up with one another. It's just a very gentle turn. Turning the ball over, right hand's on top. Gently turning to the right. Keep that ball and the navel lined up with one another. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, gently turn to the right. Awesome. That looks much nicer. We turn the ball over, we come back to center and relax the hands down. One way you can check yourself on that, when you're standing in the Wuji position, this imaginary ball stays in between your knees. All right. So as I turn to the left, you can see that ball is in between my knees. Right. So if I'm doing this, I'm probably turning too far. Okay. So that's a good way to double check yourself. That ball should stay in between the knees. All right. All right. I can tell you guys are so excited. All right. So go ahead, shake those legs loose. I'm going to get a drink really fast. We're going to do a leg strengthening exercise. Then we'll have a seat. Okay? So, leg strengthening exercise. Keep your knee bent, keep your body straight. Make sure that you use the chair. All right? We want everyone to be safe. Okay? So, from that Wuji position, I'm going to shift my weight to the left. Bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. C-A-T. Then tap the right toe to the front, empty. And cat stance. Tap right toe to the side, keep all the weight left. Keep that upper body nice and straight. And cat stance. And then tap the right toe behind us. Keep plenty of space between the feet. Make sure you're stepping wide. Excellent. Excellent. Might want to step a little wider. There you go. And then we come back to cat stance and back to Wuji. I didn't want to keep everyone standing on one leg. If the chair is behind you, you feel the chair is behind you, just pull the foot forward a little bit so it's not. Okay? So that's one of the things that we're actually trying to do is like when you step behind you, you're like, oh, that's wet. Or, maybe you're in your bathroom and you're at your mirror and you want to turn around. And you step back and go, oh, that's wet. Don't want to step there. Oh, okay, that's better. Okay? We want to make sure that we are stepping wide. So many people, when they step back, do something like this or like this. Imagine your feet are on railroad tracks and you're going to step outside of that railroad track. All right? Much stable. Yes, exactly. So, same thing, other side, weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, cat stance. Keep that upper body nice and straight. Tap left toe to the front, empty. And cat stance. Tap left toe to the side. Keep all your weight on the right. Keep that body straight. Make sure you're not leaning. And cat stance. And then tap the left toe behind us, plenty of space between the feet. Nice. And cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Awesome. Shake your legs loose. Good job. Feel that work your legs? Doesn't take much, right? All right. So, hey, let's do that one again. Second time. Sound good? Yay. Got one yay. All right. Weight shifts left. Bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. C-A-T. Meow. Cat. Tap right toe to the front, empty. And return to the cat stance. Tap right toe out to the side. Keep all your weight left. Cat stance. And tap right toe behind us. Nice. Very nice. Cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Other side, weight shifts right, left, cat. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep that good straight posture. Tap left toe to the front. And cat stance. Tap left toe to the side. Keep all your weight right. Use your chair if you need to. Cat stance. And tap left toe behind us. Nice wide stance. Good job. You guys are rocking it. Cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Awesome. Yeah, there you go. All right. Shake your legs loose. Let's have a seat. Let's do a few seated exercises. All right. You can actually, yeah, just sit in the chair. There you go. Perfect. And you don't have to move chairs around. So the question is, do you know what Wu Ji means? That's a good guess, but not correct, unfortunately. So actually, Wu Ji is spelled normally it's spelled W-U-J-U or sometimes W-U-J-I. And Wu Ji, it's kind of an interesting, because when you translate things from Chinese to English, things get a little dicey sometimes because the Chinese language, it's calligraphy, so it's like what does that emoji mean, right? But in general, Wuji means a state of stillness. All right. So when we're standing in the Wuji position, we're still doing something, but we're in a state of stillness. And then when we start moving, then we move to a state of Tai Chi. You remember the yin yang symbol? Don't have one on my shirt today, but I'm sure we've all seen that yin yang symbol. That actually, if you showed that to someone in China, they would go, "Oh, Tai Chi," because you're exchanging yin and yang energy. So in Wu Ji, those two are balanced with one another. And as you do Tai Chi, they start turning. Like one side of the body will go yang and the other side will go yin. And then when you come back the other way, one side of the body goes yang and the other goes yin. So it's an interesting theory. It's a very interesting theory. So, all right. When we sit Tai Chi style, we sit up on the edge of the chair. Don't use the back of the chair. All right. My feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. I rock forward on my pelvic bone, and then the head is lifted by a silk thread. So I have good straight body posture in this direction. I also have good straight body posture in this direction. Okay. Practice sitting like this. This is a really healthy way to sit. Okay. We're going to do a hip exercise to start us off. So we're going to be opening up the leg, but keep your knee directly above your ankle. So I'm not doing this or this or this, but I'm doing this. All right. And that's going to concentrate the stretch here and in the hips. Okay. So turn to the right-hand side of your chair because you guys have handles on your chair. So we're going to turn to the right-hand side of the chair, starting from the prayer hand position, gently pushing against that imaginary right wall and open up the left leg simultaneously Keep the knee above the ankle. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Again, pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Concentrate on the legs. Keep the knee above the ankle. And we come back to center. One more time, pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Keep the knee directly above the ankle. And we come back to center, back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Turn to center for just a second. So, you guys seem to be doing pretty good with the legs. Always, always, always concentrate on the legs first, right? Don't worry about your hands, but concentrate on the legs first. If you feel like you have the legs down, hand motion for this exercise. Like if I'm going to the right, if you extend your right hand straight out in front of you and then turn the palm out like you're pushing against the wall, and the left hand comes in right underneath that elbow, okay? So it's like I'm pushing onto a wall almost, all right? So when I'm going to the right, right hand is out, palm out, left hand underneath that elbow. And then when I go to the left hand is out, palm out, just rotate the palm out, and the right hand comes right underneath that elbow, okay? So when we're going to the left side, stick your left hand straight out in front of you, palm down, and now just rotate the palm so it's out, as long as that doesn't torque your shoulder. Then take your right hand, it's right underneath that elbow. There you go. Beautiful. All right. So again, concentrate on your legs first, all right? But that's the hand exercise if you want to do it. So I'm going to turn to the left-hand side of the chair. We're going to do the other side. Again, keep the knee above the ankle, all right? Prayer hand position. Left hand, bringing it out, turning the palm out, right hand underneath the elbow, and then opening up the right leg. Nice. And coming back to center, back to prayer hands. Pushing against that imaginary left wall, opening up the right leg, and come back to center. One more time, pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg, and coming back to center. Relax the hands down. Beautiful. Turn back to center and shake the legs loose. Good job. You will find this motion is very, very common. Like the hand is always kind of around that elbow, if you will. Everybody's forearm is about the same size. And this is a really interesting way to get somebody's attention. If somebody's trying to do you harm and they're reaching in, you're actually grabbing their elbow, grabbing their wrist. So you're grabbing them by the wrist, pulling them in, and then you're pushing on their elbow, which immediately locks their arm up. So if somebody's reaching in, they want to do you harm, you grab the wrist and your hand comes right up the arm and pushes on that elbow and then immediately locks their arm up. And it doesn't take much pressure to do this, right? And you immediately have their undivided attention at that point. Once you lock their arm up, you have their immediately undivided attention. And there's one move where, like, how can I best show this? If I'm here, I actually will turn this way. So I'm holding onto the wrist, holding onto the elbow, and I start here and turn this way. So you lock their arm up and then you make them move. Then you really have their attention. That's if you really want to make it a point. All right. So next exercise for the hip. We're going to do two motions. We're going to lift the leg up and push the foot down. Okay. Now you've had two knee replacements, so be gentle. As you're pushing down, you don't want to feel any pain. Okay. It will also help keep your knee directly above the ankle, all right? So I'm not doing this and pushing down. Now I'm starting to torque my joints. Keep the knee directly above the ankle, okay? The main thing you want to worry about is you're lifting the leg up. Keep your back straight. So I'm not leaning back. I'm not crunching. I'm not leaning to the side, all right? You keep that body nice and straight, okay? Pushing down, same way. Keep the body nice and straight. Really going to work those core muscles as you do that, okay? And again, you can smile when you do this, all right? Yay. All right, sitting up nice and straight and tall. Starting with the left leg. I'm going to lift the left leg up. Hands are behind us. Keep the back and the body straight. Lift that head gently towards the ceiling. There you go. And relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Keep that head lifted and relax. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us. Keep the back and the body straight and relax. Pardon me. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lifting the left leg up. Hands are behind us. Keep the back and the body straight and relax. Hands in front of us, push down on the left foot. Try trying to drive it through the floor. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Make sure when you're sitting up nice and straight. Sometimes, especially with Parkinson's, we can easily get in the habit of starting to slump a little bit, right? And so when we sit like this, we're really exercising those core muscles. And in my years of teaching people with Parkinson's, what I have noticed is whatever posture you use when you sit tends to be the same posture when you stand, okay? So improving your posture while you sit also helps you improve your posture when you stand, okay? That's a huge point, okay? So right hand, pardon me, right leg, same thing. Lifting the right knee up, hands behind us, keep the back and the body straight, and then relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and then relax. Lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us. Pull that knee as high as you're able to, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good job. All right. Next exercise. Love this exercise. This is the heel kick. This is good if you've had knee replacement or even if you're thinking about knee replacement. This is a great knee exercise, all right? And from the chair, you don't have to worry as much about balance, but it increases leg strength. And as we increase leg strength, as we make the muscles above and below the knee stronger, it helps stabilize the knee, okay? So we're going to do 4 motions. We're going to lift the leg and then kick the leg out. This is a heel kick, so I push out on the heel, up on the toe. And then I lift the knee back up, keep the back and the body straight, count to like 1, 2, and then float the foot to the ground. All right? Keep the back straight, keep the body straight, punch out the opposite hand if you're able to, and smile the whole time. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line, picking up the left leg. Heel kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let that foot hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Keep that back straight. Make sure you're not leaning back, all right? Pick up that left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg, let that foot hover, and then float the foot to the ground. One more time, picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let that foot hover, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. And then picking up the right leg, and then float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Good job. So I wanted to share something with you, and it isn't a dad joke yet. Well, I can do dad jokes also. I can definitely do that. There was an article, and I shared it with you last week in Harvard Medical Research, um, that talked about the advantages of most people think walking and running are good exercises. Um, this one actually did a study of people over 60, and actually lists Tai Chi as a better exercise for you to keep your health. All right. Um, but I also like the take on this article is a little bit different than the last one. Um, so they just looked at the research and just interpreted it a little bit different. There's different areas you can always focus on, right? Um, but they talked about the proven benefits of Tai Chi, and by proven I mean there's been research done on this. So there's like well over 500 studies done, um, legitimate studies done about Tai Chi, and it's amazing what they all say. But proven to offer these benefits. Number one, promote bone strength and joint stability. We talked about that, making the muscles stronger, stabilizing that joint. But it's also for any of you young ladies that may be dealing with osteopenia or osteoporosis, Tai Chi, I know 12 of my students in the years that I've been teaching, um, their bone density has gotten stronger from doing Tai Chi. All right. So it doesn't happen to everyone, but it can happen, definitely. Also, improving cardiovascular health. Um, so most people don't realize it, but um, if you're having heart issues, Tai Chi is one of the best things you can do. Number one, some people say it's an aerobic exercise, some people say it isn't. But in general, you burn about as many calories as going for a 1 hour walk when you do Tai Chi for an hour. The other thing that happens is your body starts to relax. And sometimes, if you're like a borderline high blood pressure, it can back down those numbers. You got to do what your doctor tells you, but you can back down those high blood pressure numbers sometimes. So it can improve cardiovascular health. Also, it can boost your immune system. This is something I've learned. I used to get a cold like every year. I would get like a really bad cold, last 3, 4 days, took me off my feet. I started doing Tai Chi, no longer had those colds anymore, right? Now, boosting immune health does not happen in weeks. It takes months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months to boost the immune health. But it does happen, and it's been documented also. Develop your emotional well-being. It's a stressful world out there, right? Lots of stuff going on. Um, Doing Tai Chi can help calm the body down. Really, really important. This is also important. Realize this when you have Parkinson's disease. When you get angry or you get stressed out, your Parkinson's symptoms get worse. All right. And so you can use this. We're going to do meditation in about 10 minutes. You can use Tai Chi or meditation to reverse that course. So if your Tai Chi instructor gets you upset, you can go home and do some deep breathing and calm yourself down. Or, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a friend, some idiot on the road. Not that that ever happens. And you get home and you're like, oh, I need to calm down. Just remove yourself and do some deep breathing for 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Boost your overall fitness levels, and it improves your cognitive function. Remember that Parkinson's is a neuromuscular disease. And for some people, there is a cognitive issue that runs there. And it can help with that cognitive function. Okay. So it's an interesting take on that article from Harvard. Okay. Any questions about that? Yes. Well, playing poker is a good thing to do. Um, but when you have the tremor, try to do some deep breathing. maybe it's only maybe it's only when you're winning that you don't have the tremor. That might be happening too. Couple of dad jokes for you. My husband had terrible headaches whenever I cooked with wheat, barley, or rice. He was suffering from migraines. Migraines. Um, where was? Oh, I tried catching fog the other day. Missed. Fog is missed. Get that? Missed. There you go. Where does a farmer go to buy new cows? A catalog. And then one more. So, you got to stick with me on this one. Dwayne Johnson paid me to organize his craft room, but sadly, I lost his scrapbook cutting tool. So, to summarize, I lost the rocks, paper, scissors. Go. That's a good one. All right. So, toe kick. Last we did the heel kick where the toe was up, pushed down on the heel. Now we're doing a toe kick where I'm pointing the toe forward. Everything else is still the same. Okay? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. You're sitting up nice and straight and tall, not using the back of the chair. Sit up on the edge of the chair. Picking up that left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up that left leg and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And picking up the right leg, let that foot hover there, and then float the foot to the ground. Nice and slow. Picking up the left leg so the knee is lifted towards the chest. Then you toe kick, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg and float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Let's do that again. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. If you're able to, as you kick out one foot, punch out the opposite hand, that's part of that cognitive function, right? Because you're telling your brain, I want to kick with this foot, punch with this hand, opposite sides of the body. You're crossing that center brain barrier, which is very, very good for our cognitive function. I'm sorry? Oh, um, so you lift the leg up. As you kick with the left foot, you punch with the right hand simultaneously. And then you come back to this position and float the foot down. Lift the right leg up. As you kick right, you punch left hand. Beautiful. And then you pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. That answer your question? All right. Beautiful. All right. So let's stand if you're able to. We're going to do some ankle exercises. Really important exercise for everyone here. You want to keep your ankles very strong, very flexible, all right? So shift weight to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Keep all the weight on the right. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Then shift weight left, bend in the left knee, right foot, touch heel and toe. Don't look at your feet, look straight ahead. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Come back to center. That's the country western portion of the day. Weight shifts to the right, left foot touching little toe, then big toe. Outside, then inside. Little toe, big toe. Now, don't look at your feet. Look straight ahead. Learn to feel what your feet are doing. Little toe, big toe, outside, and inside. Good job. Left foot, same thing. Bend in the left knee, right foot, little toe, and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, big toe, or little piggy and big piggy. And back to center. That ankle flexibility is really important. One of the movement disorder specialists said Parkinson's first occurs in the wrist and the ankles. All right? You want to keep your ankles strong. You want to keep those ankles flexible. Okay? It's going to help your walking gait when you do that. Okay? All right, next exercise, I like to call it the hokey pokey. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our chairs, number one, because we want to stay safe. So yesterday was National Fall Prevention Day. Fall is a season, not something we do, all right? So stay safe, use your chair. In this exercise, we're going to tap the heel in front of us empty, no weight on that heel, and then tap the toe behind us, also empty, no weight on the toe. As you look at this from the side, the leg that has the weight on, the knee stays bent and the body stays straight. So as I touch heel and toe, I'm not leaning back and forth. I keep my body straight, okay? From this perspective, as you step back, we talked about this earlier, make sure that you step wide, okay? You want that in your muscle memory that when you step back, you step wide. Beautiful, all right? So, remembering all 20 things simultaneously, let's do the hokey pokey, right? Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, use your chair, empty left heel, and then lifting the knee, empty left toe. And then we come back to center, pause. There's 21 things, not just 20. When we transition between heel and toe, don't just swing the leg back and forth, but lift the knee and touch the toe, lift the knee and touch the heel, all right? We want you lifting your knees when you walk, okay? So weight shifts to the right, empty left heel, lift the knee as we transition, empty left toe, use your chair. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel, lifting the knee, empty on the toe. Let's do that one more time. Lifting the knee, empty heel, and lifting the knee, empty on the toe. Make sure you're stepping wide. And we come back to center. Same thing, other side, weight shifts to the left. Bend in the left knee, empty right heel, hands behind us. Lifting the knee, empty right toe. Make sure you're stepping wide. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel, and then lifting the knee, empty on the toe. Make sure you're stepping wide. There you go. Lifting the knee, empty heel, lifting the knee, empty toe. Let's do that one more time. Lifting knee, empty heel. Use your chair. Lifting the knee, empty on the toe. And we come back to center. Good little balance exercise, isn't it? Awesome. All right. Pardon me. Let's do some meditation. Go ahead and have a seat. I'm going to shut off the overhead light. Oh, sure. Purple isn't my color, otherwise I'd keep that. So, we spent the last 50 minutes working our body. So now we're going to work our mind. Remember, Parkinson's neuromuscular disease. This is one of the best things I can teach you. We talked about before. You get angry, you get nervous, your Parkinson's symptoms get worse. You can use meditation to reverse that trend, all right? And you don't have to take anti-anxiety medicine or anything like that because most, not all, but most of those anti-anxiety medicines are not good for your balance. Pardon me? You agree with that? Yes. And that's a doctor's opinion, right? You're a doctor, right? Oh, you are a doctor. I'm sorry. Yeah, those. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those anti-anxiety medicines, they're really not good for your balance. So this is a much easier way to help with the anti-anxiety medicines. And I know this because my mom had Parkinson's disease, and she didn't have many outward symptoms of Parkinson's disease, especially in her early stages of it. But her anxiety was like over the top. So my mom went on a lot of different anti-anxiety medicines. So uh, can also help lower blood pressure and do other things besides that. It helps boost that immune system. Okay. So go ahead and scoot back in the chair if you want to. You can use the back of your chair. I want you to be comfortable. We're going to close our eyes and let's begin our meditation. So, closing the eyes, we're going to take a long, slow, deep belly breath in, and then exhaling through the mouth, relaxing the body, clearing the mind of any thoughts. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, clearing the mind of any thoughts, not worrying about what happened this morning, what might happen this afternoon. Stay focused in the here and the now. One more time, take a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're cleansing the mind. Let's start with our feet. Take a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your feet, relaxing your feet. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the feet, relaxing our feet. Onto our legs. Take a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your legs. Relaxing the upper leg, relaxing the knee, relaxing the lower leg. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the legs, relaxing our legs. Onto our hips. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your hips. Relaxing your hips, relaxing your bottom. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the hips, relaxing our hips. Onto our belly, taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you are breathing out through your navel, relaxing all those muscles at the front of the belly. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the navel, relaxing all the muscles at the front of the belly. And now, the inner stomach. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, we're relaxing our intestines. We're relaxing our inner stomach. We're letting go of our anxiety. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out anxiety, breathing out tension, breathing out anger. Again, we inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through that inner stomach, relaxing that inner stomach. Onto the lower back. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine we are breathing out through the lower back, relaxing the lower back. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the lower back, relaxing the lower back. Let's move on to our hands. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your hands, relaxing your hands. Imagine you're going to pick up your brand new grandchild and you want them to feel the peace through your hands. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the hands, relaxing our hands. Next, we're going to breathe out through the whole body. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're exhaling through your skin, relaxing the whole body. If you're feeling any tension in your body, focus on that area. Focus on relaxing that tension. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the skin, exhaling through the whole body, releasing any tension you might have. And we'll have to stop there. Look at how relaxed you guys are. It's amazing as I teach people with Parkinson's meditation, a lot of times their tremors will disappear when we do meditation. The key is how do we continue that on? But part of the answer is that as the more you meditate, the easier it is to get in a meditative state. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it starts to creep back in. But there has to be a key that you can extend that meditation longer. I'm working on it. All right. So, want everyone to have a good week. I'll see everybody next week. Remember, next Saturday is the walk. Okay. And if the weather's like this, it's going to be awesome, isn't it? It's at Logan College. Okay. Just down the street from here. It's like 5 minutes from here. Yeah, exactly. College. Yeah. It's Saturday, isn't it? No, a week from this Saturday. Yes. Yeah, the first Saturday in October. I think it's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Week from tomorrow. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the overhead lights, so it's going to get bright. So, watch your eyes. All right. You guys have an awesome week. Enjoy this weather. Nice meeting everyone. We'll see you next week. All right. Thank you. Oh, sure. Oh, my pleasure. Did good. Okay. Hit me. Pardon me? You don't want to. Okay.
Yeah.